friends, I'm Rachna and I'm back. Well, the other day I asked my students, what do they want to be when they grow up? Some said scientists, some said doctors. Well, there was this one guy who said, I want to be a RJ. And I said, what? He said, I want to be a RJ when I grow up. And his partner sitting there said, it's not a RJ, it's an RJ. Well, the remaining class didn't even know what RJ stands for. It's radio jockey. Okay, it's an abbreviated form or an acronym for radio jockey. So instead of discussing what they want to be, there was this huge debate on is it a RJ or is it an RJ. So I thought, let me take up a lesson on this. Something interesting, something probably that has not been really addressed so far. So now the whole question is it a RJ when you use an acronym RJ, or is it an RJ? So this is what today's lesson is about, using and with consonant abbreviations. Abbreviations / acronyms are short forms where you use only the first letter of that word. Consonants are all the letters except the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. So barring these 5, the remaining 21 are consonants. I'm sure you'll have learned about articles a and the, a and being indefinite articles, and that they're used for singular nouns. Okay, and the very common rule is a is used for consonant nouns, and is used for vowel nouns, of course singular ones. So these are just common rules, but let's remember we use articles depending on the sound they precede. So if it's a vowel sound, you will use an, and if it's a consonant sound, you will use a, irrespective of their spellings, right? So now let's see how we're going to use an with abbreviations, consonant abbreviations. Okay, well, I have a friend of mine. Okay, we grew up together. He was my neighbor. I'm going to tell you about his life. Okay, well, his name is John. So I just spoke to him the other day, and we caught up after a very long time, and I asked him, what are you doing now? Where you've been out of touch. I've not heard from you. And he said, I'm working at an FMCG company. So John, he is working at an FMCG company. Now, FMCG is an abbreviated form of fast moving consumer goods. Okay, but why do I need to use an and not a? Okay, why do I need to use an even though it is starting with a consonant? Well, if you say F, the letter F, it has a vowel sound E. So you cannot say a FMCG, you say an, because it's got a vowel sound, though it is a consonant. So you use an. Okay, but if you say the full form, you say he is working at, for the full form you will say a fast moving consumer goods. But nobody uses this. Everyone says, oh, I work at an FMCG. So we always use acronyms because the full form is a bit too long. So remember, because it starts with a vowel sound, you use an. But remember, once again, only in abbreviations you use an. If you say the full form, you use a. Alright, though it's a consonant, it's got a vowel sound. The next one, well, I said, okay, great, what are you working as? He said he is an HR officer. He is an HR, again, it's got a vowel sound, though it's a consonant letter. That means human resource. Well, if he says, I'm a human resource officer, fair enough, you use a. But because he used the abbreviated form, you say an. Okay. Well, and he was really thrilled because he said he received an LOA from his boss. Elephant, do you remember you say an elephant? So that means L, it's got the same sound here, the S sound. L is a consonant letter taking the sound of a vowel, so you say an LOA. Or you say he received a letter of appreciation. You see, full form, use a, and for its abbreviated form. Okay, so please don't just assume L is it's a consonant, so we have to use a. In its abbreviated form, you will always use and, because it's got the vowel sound L. Okay, well, and then I mean we lost touch because I shifted and I moved base to another country, and we were in school together, and after that I had no clue. So I asked him, what did you do? I mean, wow, you've achieved so much. I mean, an LOA from your boss, that's wow. So what has your journey been since we last met? And he said he's got an MBA degree from the best university. And MBA, I mean, again, you see, consonant letter with the vowel sound, so you say an MBA because it's got MBA. But if you say the full form, you will say well, he's got a master's in business administration degree. The full form, remember A, because in the full form it's not M masters, you just say masters, and it's a proper consonant sound. So again I repeat, because it's got a vowel sound, even though it's a consonant letter, remember you use an and do not say a MBA. Okay friends, so I'm going to tell you more about him and his life. So I asked him before the FMCG company, where was he working? He said he was working with an NGO. Now why NGO? Because again, it's consonant letter with the vowel sound N, NGO, or he was working with a non-government organization. Okay. So use a with the full form, or an, N, you have the A, NGO. Okay, I said quite strange because you always loved music and the whole day you were the only one playing loud music, and he said yes, he always wanted to be an RJ. Well, and so you have an hour, so the same thing, an RJ, the same thing like this, consonant letter with a vowel sound, likewise an RJ, or he always wanted to be a radio jockey. Okay, but well, he said he has no regrets because he's achieved a lot so far, so much so that he actually drives an SUV to work. And I was like, wow, for a second I was a little envious. So he said he drives an SUV. So your teacher tells you to write an SA, like the SA, same thing, an SUV, or you say he drives a sports utility vehicle. Okay, so because it's got the S sound, you say an SUV, but remember only in the abbreviated form. Okay, and well, there was a lot more to catch up on, but we had to cut short because he was in a hurry to get an X-ray done. He was a little unwell, had a little backache, so just he took leave to go and get an X-ray done. So he told me, don't mind Rachna, but I need to get an X-ray done. Now, an X, though it's just the letter X, which is a consonant, it comes like an ex-student, right? So I'm an ex-student of my college. So likewise, an X-ray done. Okay, friends. So this is how we use and with abbreviated forms but consonants. Well, in a nutshell, I'll tell you something. There are 8 letters, if you noticed, that will always be used with and only when they come in abbreviations. They are F, H, L, M, N, R, S, X. Well, I would have told you this in the beginning, but I want you to understand why. So don't learn it or by heart it that these are the 8 letters. Understand why we use and when they are in the abbreviated forms, only in the abbreviations. The reason being simple, they take a vowel sound. Okay friends, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope you understood how to use and with consonant abbreviations. In case of any queries, please put them down. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.